Respected Shri Manoj Kumar ji, CVUCIL, my fellow panelist, and senior government officials from private sector, and dignitaries on and off the dais, ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to all of you. At the outset, I am thankful to ELETS, particularly Shri Ravi Gupta ji and Karthik, for giving me an opportunity again to share my views on the practical applications what we are doing in the coal sector. And my special thanks and gratitude to the Chief Secretary, Government of Goa, for extending invitation. So already a general overview in larger perspective what is happening in the coal sector has been given by my senior colleague, CVUCIL. So I would just like to go into the practical aspects of what has been narrated by him so that you can appreciate that कोयले में सब कुछ काला नहीं होता है. अगर उसको सफाई से चलाया जाए तो कोयला जो है वो इस देश की प्रोडक्टिविटी और प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी में बहुत बड़ा योगदान दे सकता है ये सेक्टर. इसी को मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ अपने इस प्रेजेंटेशन में आपको प्रैक्टिकल एस्पेक्ट्स दिखाने की. सो वल्नरेबल एरियाज विच आर प्रोन टू करप्शन हैज ऑलरेडी बीन कवर्ड. So I will not go into the detail because already it has been covered in the previous presentation. Please go to the next slide. These are some of the areas where there is always a scope of irregularities. And next please. Now that I will straightway come to the challenges faced. Whenever there are some problems and you want to fix those problems, so you as a resource manager do face certain challenges. So basic challenge was lack of infrastructure for data monitoring on real-time basis, data transmission, data sharing, and monitoring and surveillance of key field operations, because without monitoring and surveillance of key field operations, it is very difficult to ensure transparency in any sector. Next please. Now these are the problems we identified, challenges we faced, then what infrastructure we could create was strengthening of CoalNet. I will show the CoalNet in my next slide. Is then procurement of 1800 GPS, that is vehicle tracking system machine, 44 CCTV cameras, 96 IP cameras with all 6 years maintenance cost. Then procurement of 38 in-motion roadway bridges with RFID tags. These are radio identification tags which I will show in the video, please. Then setting up of monitoring and surveillance system up to the project locations, because until unless it is established at the project locations, it will not be possible for us to monitor the minute operations what is happening in the field. Then we have got dedicated portal mclbts.in. This is developed for online monitoring of coal transportation, because a lot of irregularities takes place in terms of lead kilometer coverage and payment made to the contractors based on those lead and kilometers. So, and also any diversions from the normal route, that is also required to be monitored. So we are doing through this. And then we have got a dedicated e-procurement portal developed by NIC Chennai, which I will show subsequently. Next. Yeah. Now this is our integrated layout plan for the CoalNet. This CoalNet is a wide area network which is spread over 2700 square kilometers of area, and all the 16 open cast mines and 6 underground mines have been connected through the CoalNet. This has got 4 Mbps line upgradable to 32 Mbps lease line. Next please. This is a radio networking. That was cabling. This is radio networking. This is this frequency is 2.6 gigahertz. So even video streaming can take place through this wide area network. And recently we have moved out of the Mahanadi coalfields areas jurisdiction, that is apart from 2700 square kilometers, we have linked it to up to Bhubaneswar office, and also Calcutta office have been linked through the CoalNet. Next please. These are various modules of CoalNet which my senior colleague has just mentioned. I will show you just one or two. Just click on the finance. Next one. Now this is pay order entry. This is all screen snapshots that has been taken from the COLNET. Pay order entry is being done through COLNET. Next please. Pay order approval is all through COLNET. Final payment. Now final payment is through COLNET. So these are all data visible to the COLNET users, can monitor what is happening. Sub-ledger report, traveling advance. This is very important thing. Contractual bill entry. Lot of irregularities takes place in the contractual bill payment. So contractual bill entry up to the unit level is being done through COLNET. Next please. Then the bills, the acknowledgement of the bills are being made to the contractors. Next. And this is how the real-time monitoring of the contractual bills are taking place, that when the bill has arrived, when the bill has been acknowledged, when the bill has been paid, made to the contractor, what is the amount, and date of passing everything. So real-time basis it is being done. This is being done at the area level so that there is no irregularity or no delay in the payment of the contractual bills to any of the contractor, which was one of the major grievances in the Mahanadi Coalfields Limited, leading to loss of vendor base. Then I will show you personal information system 1. See, we have got for executives, non-executives and contractual full database. 34,000 employees with all this kind of data sheets are available on COLNET. All those retirement notice issue, LTC, LLTC application, daily attendance recording, transfer process, order, joining, posting, and deployment of executive. This is another gray area which is found because employees are shown being posted at different places, they work differently. So just to monitor their attendance, just to monitor their alertness, deployment of executives is also being monitored through COLNET. Next slide pe chale jaiye. Now these value additions for minimizing the scope of corruption and simultaneously enhancing operational efficiency. Now what I showed earlier, because of that only, that real-time monitoring of contractual bill payments leading to payment of 2,347 crore in just 15 days times. 15 days time as against delay of 3 months. Similarly, online monitoring of DO, delivery order issued to the consumers for lifting of the coal in just 2-3 days as against 1 month earlier. Then refund of coal sale value. The coal sale value is the value which they deposit with us at the time of lifting of coal, and when they successfully lift the coal, then that has to be returned. But there was an unusual delay of 4 to 5 months earlier. This has come down to just 1 month's time and 138 crore. So these all things improves the confidence of the vendors, improves the image of the company, and this is the area where I see vigilance as a very vital, important tool of the management, in the hands of the management. This is material codification. This is online material management system where we have 98,000 materials in our store, all on COLNET, and after completion of this exercise, one material, one code. Earlier used to be one material, 5 codes. So now with one material, one code, we could know that 25 crore of materials were dead moving items purchased between the year 1969 to 2007. Due to this, reduction in store inventory came down from 102 crore to 77 crore in 2 years. Unwanted indenting of the material has gone away, and due to that database which I show on the personal information system, it could lead to identification of the real dependents of employees, leading to false claim, prevention of false claim of LLT, LTC and medical referrals, etc. This I have already spoken. That is maintenance of bank accounts, CMPF details with photo identification, 34,000 executives, non-executives. Then with this COLNET, we are monitoring even breakdown and idle hours of HEMS equipment. Means heavy equipments are there like shovels, dumpers and surface miners, which are very vital for the sustenance of the coal industry. So if we could monitor breakdown hours, idle hours, and you can say running hours, working hours, we can monitor, we will be able to monitor the capacity utilization of that particular hem, which is very, you can say, crucial for the productivity and profitability of the company. And then monitoring of daily coal production and coal dispatch, OB removal is also through the CoalNet. Next. Now this was our earlier case where there was a static roadway bridges where this truck used to come for payment and a lot of time was wasted in that. It was taking 5 minutes to weigh one truck, and virtually with 100, the company which is producing 100 million tons of coal, it was not possible practically to weigh 100%. So payment was only 20%, 15%. Rest of the 85% was on just trip basis, average basis. Then we moved on to, next please. We moved on to installation of in-motion roadway bridges with RFID and this camera. This is, you can see, this is IP cameras. This is RFID reader. This is RFID tag on the trucks. Next please. Now you see what you saw on the roadway bridges. Now this is in-motion road bridges. This truck is passing. It takes only in 1 minute 5 to 7 trucks are being paid. This is RFID tag on the truck. This gets identified. Now this is online payment is coming into that. Everything. This is IP camera. This is capturing the image of the truck. Now you see, next please. This is in-motion road bridges online payment. Then now with the help of CoalNet connectivity, I have taken the today's data, 22nd May 2015. These are the trucks which have passed through the in-motion way bridges. Truck RFID number, tare weight, gross weight, care weight, net weight. So with this real-time transmission of data, it is virtually not possible to fudge any kind of coal production records at the end of the day, which used to happen earlier. Next please. Now these are the impact assessment of what I showed. In-motion roadway bridges with RFID IP cameras ensured payment of more than 800 coal tippers as in one shift. There are 3 shifts in one shift as against only 200 tippers again, 200 tippers through electronic static way bridges. Then payment of coal, percentage payment of coal increased from 15 to 20% to now 95 to 100%. RFID tags have allowed the entry of only authorized tippers, and there has been real-time transmission of coal payment data to the central server. Then with the IP cameras, there is a complete online monitoring and surveillance of all the coal tippers. I think you will very well appreciate that coal theft and pilferage, monitoring of coal theft and pilferage should be the mainstay of any coal producing company. And that is the area where the coal sector has been getting bad name, but now we are ushering into a new era where greater transparency will be seen in entire coal sector in the coming days. Now real-time transmission I have already shown, please. Now this is our GPRS based truck monitoring system. This is all you will see the movement of the trucks taking place, and these are the areas which are geofenced. This is geofencing of the mine boundaries. It has done from the Google. So anything which breaches of this geofencing will be sent as an alert in the mobile. Next please. These are the various open cast mines where this GPS based system is going on. Next. Achha, this is, suppose we want to know that particular truck where it was from night 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning. We can get history of the truck like this. This is moving. Now we can get entire history that from 12 in the night to 6 o'clock in the morning, the truck traveled which route and which of the places it stopped and moved further, like that. Next please. Now these are the vehicle wise geofence violation I have taken for today only, 22nd May 2015 in one of the projects. And this geofence violation alert is coming on the mobiles of general manager, project officers and manager mining, that at what time, no please, at what time and at what place and what was the kilometer where the violation took place. And with this they can monitor they can send alert to the particular contractors for violations. Next please. Now these were the impact assessment of what I had shown. Online monitoring you have seen. System based alerts on geofence violation. 16 vehicles in 2 projects recently have been blacklisted for serious violations. Those are found outside the jurisdiction of the MCL. Then you see how the geofence violation. We have got 16 open cast mines of 2,700 square kilometers area. When we started, it was 2,127 number of violations per day. Now it has come down to just 314, and up till May 22nd, there are only 64 violations. So it is showing the reducing trend. I know, and I hope that with this foolproof kind of system, we will be leading towards very minimum few, maybe 7 or 8, which is most of the times unavoidable. And now this is CCTV is monitoring the key business operations, key field operations, how the rakes are coming, how the coal is lying on the siding, how the trucks tippers are carrying the coal, and then you can see how the payloaders are loading coal into the wagons. Now this is here also it requires to be monitored, because what contractors will do, they will employ 1 or 2 payloaders, they will charge for 4, 5, 6 payloaders. So a lot of bungling takes place in this. So you can, with the CCTV cameras, we can very well know that how many payloaders have been deployed by the contractor at what point of time and what was the out. Now this is the rake movement. You can monitor even quality, quantity, underloading, overloading, lying of the coal in the siding, and it has proved to be a very great vigilance tool as well as management tool. Now what the benefit has accrued to the management is that earlier, prior to the CCTV's monitoring, the availability of coal at the sidings, 10 sidings were just few lakh tons. Now with this advent of CCTV, 1.6 million tons of coal is always there in the siding, and this has led to continuous supply of coal to the power producing companies. Now this is our e-surveillance and monitoring unit. Next दिखा दीजिए. Now this is a small video. You can see that this is being monitored through a control room. How the CCTV, how the GPS movement is taking place, how the geofence violation is taking place.
अभी अब एक माइन वाइज जियोफेंस है, जिसमें आप देख रहे हैं कि ये जो है गाड़ी का है, और इस गाड़ी किस स्पीड से जा रही है यहाँ पे आपको दिखता है. जियोफेंसिंग करने से हमारा गाड़ी हमारे
पिक्चर ऑफ द कंट्रोल रूम. This is the control room has been set up to the project level. Geofence.
सेकंड चीज है कि आप ये जो जियो फेंसिंग करने के से ये जो यहाँ पे जो रिकॉर्ड
दिखा दीजिए. Now this is impact assessment of what we showed just now. Coal quality, quantity and loading time is being closely monitored. Monitoring of wagon loading of coal has reduced the loading time from 5 to 6 hours to just within 3-4 hours, avoiding demurrage charges. And demurrage charges borne by MCL in last quarter has reduced from 88 lakh to 18 lakh. So this has happened due to the continuous monitoring through the CCTV cameras. This is our e-procurement portal. The basic feature of this e-procurement portal is that it has got auto evolution of bids. So this is operational since 2009, and through this e-procurement portal, up till now, total 7,792 number of contracts have been awarded worth rupees this much. Average cycle time has reduced from 180 days to 80 days. Only 3% of tenders have been cancelled. Advertisement cost, which was there prior to this e-procurement system, 2.89 crore, has come to just 1 to 2 lakhs per annum. Cost of bid from 1200 to just rupees 30. And STQC certification from Ministry of Communications and IT, which was pending for 2 years, we got just recently. So this is the silent features of, these are the silent features of our e-procurement system. Then what my CBOCL was talking about, auto refund of EMD, we successfully tried and implemented in MCL. This is a forward linkage to our existing e-procurement portal. And earlier, next please. We started during November 2013. Earlier there was a delay of 3 to 6 months in refund of EMDs. Now with the single click of mouse, the refund of 10.59 crores has been made just in 1 day. The modus operandi is that once the unsuccessful bidders are declared, that name pops up on the screen and mouse button is clicked on that particular name, and the bidders and the refund of the EMD takes place to the same account from where the EMD was deposited to the MCL's account. And this has led to drastic reduction of complaints and delay of the payment of the EMDs. And bidder participation has gone up by 40 to 50% because of this. And because of contractual bill delay in contractual prevention of delay in contractual bill payment and or refund of EMDs, the company has gained a lot of, you can say, good name. This we could visualize when we held our bidders conference, and bidders himself committed that yes, this has paid wonders and this good work should continue, this good practice should continue in the company. These are just few photographs. We interact with bidders. Then there was a parliamentary standing committee on coal and steel. Our secretary, coal secretary, visited our control room. So these were the few snapshots of what we did. And thanks a lot for patient listening.